Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I'm your host Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get on to that news. Now, first of all, just a silly little story. We're familiar with Twitch plays Pokemon, of course, but have you heard of Fish plays Pokemon? It's happening on Twitch, and I don't quite understand how the technology works. I didn't really research it that much, but basically it looks like from the images, and I even visited the Twitch channel, and the fish was staying in the exact same spot the whole time, so anyways, was it dead? I don't know, but I guess fish don't move around a whole bunch when they're in these tanks, but yeah, based on where the fish moves in its tank determines which buttons and which arrows on the D-pad are pressed and whatnot, so pretty interesting stuff if you want to watch a fish play Pokemon. There's the link for you down below. Yoshi's full name has been revealed, T. Yoshisaur Munchakoopas, and I mean, I have my doubts about how canon this is. This comes from Nintendo of America back in the day when they were notorious for just pulling stuff out of their rectum, and I mean, in case you don't know, like, they are super notorious for having done that during the specific era. They invented a new name for Ganondorf that didn't exist anywhere else. They gave him a last name of Dragmire, which I always thought was a super cool name as a kid and really liked it, and then when I later found out that it basically wasn't canon because it was just invented by some random person at Nintendo of America, I was like, oh, well. But, yeah, I will be talking more about this whole thing. In fact, wouldn't I have already talked about that? I don't know which order these videos are coming out, but yeah, even to this day, Nintendo of America is making some interesting decisions that I don't necessarily think are canon, but if you want to read the whole Yoshi thing, there's a link for you down below. Now let's talk about something that I've wanted to talk about, but wanted to devote some amount of time on, so just wanted to cover I just wanted it to be in a video where I quickly cover two little news stories so I have enough time to talk about this, but this is the fact that there's this project coming out, and nobody really knows exactly what it is. It's a fan-made project. A lot of people are assuming it's an HD remake of Majora's Mask, but that is definitely not what it is. They make it very clear that this is... They don't make it clear that this isn't a game. It might still be some kind of game, but they do make it clear it's not an HD remake of Majora's Mask, and it might just be a video or something. And let's be realistic here. No matter what it is, one, it's fan-made, so... And two, because it's fan-made, there is a 99.999% chance that this is never going to be completed. I mean, most fan-made things, especially games, do not get completed. So if you're seeing that video earlier this week, and I know this is old news, but I just didn't want to talk about it until I had enough time to think about it and have enough time to actually talk about it. If you were watching this thing and thinking, oh yes, if Nintendo's not going to do an HD remake, at least some fans are, I have to say you're kind of naive to feel like that's a realistic expectation, because fan-made remakes never really complete. There was this notorious one back in the day when Ocarina of Time, this might surprise you, but back when Ocarina of Time first came out, there were people who did not like the fact that it was in 3D and wished it was an overhead perspective, traditional, at that time, Zelda game, like Link to the Past style Zelda game. So somebody took it upon themselves to promise that they were going to create Ocarina of Time 2D thing, and it never completed, and then they kept dragging it out for years, saying, oh, well, I'm still working on it, and of course it never came out, because fan-made games almost never come out, so please don't get your hopes up about this. First of all, it's probably not even a game, but even if it is a game, it's probably not even going to come out at any point, so I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there about that, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome, and it's like, but it's not going to happen. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.